Hello Craniacs, welcome to this week's Friday Faux Pas feature. It's a little bit different this week. Usually I talk about bad practice. People send me images and videos and I talk about the things that are happening in the bad practice that other people have done. But today is confession time. Let's turn this chair around. So I'm going to talk about stuff I've done, or one thing I've done in particular at the moment that's been quite bad, because I mean, I don't shame other people. It's not about shaming people, it's just about educating you all and just letting you know what goes on out there and what not to do, you know. So this is what not to do, something that I've done in the past. So I was quite new, well, yeah, probably a year or two into crane operating, and got put onto quite a big job. I was getting good at the job, I was getting good at driving, but you get a little bit complacent and you get a bit content when you get good at something. Just like driving a car. You start using your phone and stuff while you're smoking a fag, while you're driving, taking risks, that sort of stuff. So this is basically what happened. I was on a blind lift. Couldn't see. I was striking shuttering, so they'd poured a wall with shuttering on either side of it. So what you do, you when the concrete's gone off the next day, they put clamps on the shutters and take the shutters away. But you take a little bit of weight first, and take a bit of tension, and then you take it away. So, but what I was doing, I had a phone call, so I took the phone call while I was on the lift, and the guy on the ground said, just take the weight please, Jim. But I thought he said take it up. I thought he said take it up, Jim. So I started hoisting up, not keeping an eye on the weight on my monitor, rather than just taking a little bit of tension. And of course what happened was, because it was only a 1.5 ton shutter, so there wasn't a lot of weight in it, but the crane could lift 18 ton. Yeah, so it was, you know, it was no problem for the crane at all. So what happened was, instead of just taking the weight, I just carried on hoisting up, and it absolutely obliterated the clamp that was holding on to the shutter. For those who don't know, here's a little clip of what a clamp is and how it goes on the shutter, how it works. So it just slides onto the edge of the shutter. You've got a little mechanism to make it clamp, and there's a lifting knife for the chains of the crane to attach to, so that the hook attaches to that takes the weight of the clamp. So that's that. So it shock loaded the crane. Oh, bang! Whoa, fucking hell! I said, whoa, what was that? I said, what happened there? The guy on the ground just said, oh, no worries, mate. Yeah, you just exploded the clamp. It could have been really dangerous, you know. Imagine that, exploding a piece of metal, shrapnel into people. So I was shitting myself, thinking, no, what have I done? Shouldn't have been talking on the phone. Simple as that, really. Should have been listening to what he was saying. And also, secondly, it shock loaded the crane a little bit, not too much, but I should have reported it. I should have phoned up my company and said, look, this is what's happened. Crane shock loaded. You need someone to come out to check the crane over, give it an inspection, but I didn't. The question is, do I still talk on the phone? Right, this is the bad thing. Yes, I do. Yeah, I shouldn't, but I do, and everybody does, but it doesn't make it right. But I don't do it on blind lifts. I only talk on the phone if I can see what's happening clearly, and if I can hear the people clearly. And I only talk on the phone to people who know the crack, who know the score, like people in the crane industry or my close family, who I can either say to them, shut up a minute, I just need to listen to what they're saying, or they understand if I'm going quiet, or they understand if someone is talking to me, for them to go quiet. yeah, for them to not talk. So that's that. But I shouldn't, yeah, just like people shouldn't smoke while they're driving and that sort of stuff. But we do these things, don't we? So that's my confession. Right, now it's your turn. What have you done? Leave a comment in the description. Tell us what you've done that you know that you shouldn't have done in the past. Whether in the crane industry or not, it could be anything, in the construction industry, whatever. What mistakes have you made? What fuck-ups have you done? What kind of negligence have you done that you know that you should have done better at? Yeah? Come on, you know you want to. Be honest. Have a bit of integrity.